Hey there YouTube, France Hopper here. It's Sunday the 9th of April. A very happy birthday to ReachNow. For every Sunday in April, they are doing a flat $50 a day. So, we're going to take advantage of that today by having an i3 for the day again. The last time I did this, it was rainy. So the view wasn't terribly good, and again I've got you clipped to the sun visor. I'm going to hope to fix that here pretty quickly. But it's not raining today, and the video was way better received than I was expecting, so we're going to do a new one, another one, on a day that I'm actually off. And we're going to start off by going to Freddy's, in part because I need to get groceries, in part because I need to get a better mount for the GoPro, and also to charge. As you can see, we're parked in front of the charge point at my building, but once again, it didn't work. So, I don't even know what the range is on this because it won't tell me what the battery range is, but it has 45 miles of petrol, which we'll probably end up using a bit. But we're going to go the scenic route to Freddy's over in Hollywood instead of the freeway to save that much more on energy, and then we're going to go use the DC fast charger while I grab groceries and everything. And I'm kind of bummed that the charger doesn't work because I could actually pull right into that parking space this time around. Oh well. So let's go into Pro Plus, because I really don't need the climate control or anything today. I hope it's not super sunny out because I don't have my sunglasses. And apparently this is not the hill to try in Pro Plus. Doesn't work so great. But yeah, why an i3 for the day? Well, it's still a car that I really like. And with it being electric, yeah, you know, gotta charge it and whatnot. But I don't have to worry about gas and all of that. And it's just really fun. Very, very fun. And streetcar is back up now. It was disrupted for a couple of days because we had some pretty strong wind here in Portland the other day, so lots of trees down, including one over on Harrison that fell and knocked out the power to streetcar and was on the tracks and the road and everything, so that was a bit of a mess. So we had some shuttle buses for that, which is good practice, I think, because for 2 weeks starting April 30th, the Max and Streetcar are going to be disrupted. Streetcar for 2 weeks, Max for 3 weeks, because they're working on the tracks on Yam Hill and Morrison, replacing some of the old infrastructure. Right, so for the scenic route to Freddy's in Hollywood, we're going to actually kind of follow the streetcar tracks for a bit. We're going to go up to the Broadway Bridge and cross over that. I took the Steel Bridge once over to the Lloyd District, and that was kind of a mess navigating those back roads. And then there was another time where the freeway was so busy that I just took it to Rose Quarter Interstate instead. Got off there, which I'm glad to know that you can do. I'm just wishing I knew the back roads better, because it ended up being way longer than it probably would have been if I just sat in traffic, but oh well. Probably see a lot of runners out today because it's going to go up to 60, so it should be a really nice day. I mean, other than the overcast bit. This won't give me an estimate range on the battery because it's so low, or because I haven't gone enough with it yet for it to figure out what it wants to estimate. But it'll be interesting to see if the engine kicks in, because I don't know if I'm going to get over to Hollywood out of the battery, which is why it's kind of good this is a Rex right now. Sounds of things, I think the engine may have kicked in already. I mean, it's not loud, but I hear something going that kind of sounds like an engine. So I don't know. Don't know. This is where the tree fell down. It was all across the road here. You can barely see where it was because they ground it all the way down to the stump. They did a very nice job cleaning it up. I'm going to guess that the engine started because it sounds like an engine right now. So I don't think the battery made it. Like if you can hear that kind of, I think that's the engine. Miles on petrol, which will definitely get us over to Hollywood. Just hope the DC fast charger isn't in use. Otherwise it'll have to be the level 2s, and those are slow. I would very much like to really drive this around today, between going to go see Your Name, which is finally in theaters here in the US. If you don't know what it is, Google it. You should find it really, really easily because it's smashed pretty much every single box office record in Japan ever. I shall be using some of my day off to see that subbed and dubbed. Actually, let's go down 10th. I guess one side to having the engine kick in is as long as you don't have your headphones on, you can probably hear the car now. And I am definitely on the engine now because I can see the bar for the engine is going down here. So interesting, it leaves just a little bit of electric power. Weird engine. It almost sounds like a compressor. Huh. Sense though. And that streetcar, we're gonna follow all the way up to the Broadway Bridge. Hey, the engine switched off. I wonder if I have enough battery again. Doesn't look like it. But interesting. Oh, and there it goes again. See if it turns off again at this light. No, because that's a green light. Oh, it turned off! Okay, that's kind of cool now. It literally sounds like an air compressor. Like, don't mind me, guys. Just doing some construction work on the car today. I think the worst part of it is it sounds more pathetic than a Prius. Oh, that is such a funny sounding engine. I'm sorry, i3, but that's just too funny to listen to. See if we can regain some battery here just by coasting down the hills. Come on, i3, you can do it. Slow enough that the next light should be green. I think these are timed at 20. No? No, I guess not. Oh, well, brake pedal works. Oh, I know why that one didn't go green, because they're timed for streetcar, and streetcar does normally stop at Alder. That would make sense. Yes. And I think that's the end of the forced rights. So we shall slide over. Power to and really wanted to be a douche, could blow past everybody like real easily. Granted, I'd have to take out a Pro Plus to do that, but the torque on this would certainly allow for that. Still hear the electric revving up. It's like the electric battery and the petrol engine are both going right now, so this is kind of like in hybrid mode, which is probably why I still have a tiny bit of battery showing. So now it's a Prius. Oof. Other than the engine being way more hilarious than what a Prius would be, I mean, it's certainly much more comfortable. It's bigger. I don't know. Prius by BMW, that would be an interesting one. It's certainly come a long way, but it's not the hybrid I would buy. we doing in click list? Not too bad. Charge, we gotta go all the way to the back of the store. Which I think is kind of lame. Oh good, and nobody's using the DC. Which I'm pretty sure this will take. Certainly we'll find out quickly enough if not. Wondering when that would kick in. Park, off, time to charge. Alright, so we're back. As you might see, we're facing the other direction now. Because it turns out the i3 does not do DC fast charging, it only does level 2 charging. Which kind of sucks, because I think that only got me like 17 miles of range. 14. Ah, crap. Well, that's not quite what I was hoping for, so hopefully chargers back at the apartment will work a little bit better. Otherwise, we're going to have to charge again at some point somewhere. Yeah. Oh well. We will get back to the apartment, unpack the groceries and all that stuff, and get the new mount for the GoPro unwrapped and situated. But for now, let's head out. And put you in Eco Pro again. And yes, I have unplugged Blink. Thank you. I noticed. Alrighty. Onwards. You're in drive, yes. And we'll go back the kind of scenic way again. Hopefully use less power than the freeway would. Some point get this to a relatively decent charge. That way we can do a bit scenic driving. But when I found this last night, its charge was pretty much dead. So, yeah. Which is why I was kind of hoping the charge point would work in the garage for once. Because this would have been totally charged. And the tricky part is that the unit itself works. The problem is it just doesn't get any signal apparently in the garage, so it won't start the charging session. Park in a parking garage so that I can use the charger. Which means I think we'll Google how much smart park rates are when we get back. CD player in it. That's kind of a weird thought. I mean, my first car had a CD player. In '96 it had a CD player. It didn't have a cassette player at all, which kind of sucked because I could never really use the iPod in that car. So we'd just have to burn everything to CD, but it's like, now we're at the point where we don't even put CD players in cars. I mean, this has the USB input and all of that for an iPod, of course. But boy, that's just kind of weird to think about that. And just let that sink in for a minute, that we're at the point where we don't put CD players in cars anymore. place to stop. That's such a goofy dip. I have no idea why it's there, but it's quite something to go over at a higher speed. if I can ever get this charged enough, I would love to take this through Washington Park just for the drive, because it's kind of twisty-turny. It's a fun drive. But with 12 miles of charge, that's not going to cut it. You're welcome, Nissan. Oh, you're turning. Just kidding. Subaru, it says wait here for a reason, and green doesn't mean wait here. Actually, I can turn on red here, that's right. to dig out my key fob. Yes, yes. Bumped park mode at some point. Interesting. Even though I know you're probably not going to work, we'll give it a try. Oh, and those are supposed to be the signal bars. Now I get what that triangle's for. Oh, shut up. Alrighty. Well, that'll do it for now. Movie theater next, I think. Alright, we're back. And as you can probably tell from the angle change, got the mount installed, which actually... let's adjust just slightly so that we can actually see a little bit to actually shift whatchamacallit, seats there. So I hope I didn't just push every last button on the center console by mistake. That I think is going to be a little bit better. Looks like it's on a bit of an angle. Alright, well, hopefully that'll work. This is where I get to climb over the center console again, because if I open the door, it will turn the car off, which I don't want to do. And a miracle has happened. The charger worked. So I have a whopping 20 miles of range now, which is awesome. Now, to the theater. Oh boy, by going into Eco Pro Plus, I get an extra mile. It's incredible. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so because this is up to 21 miles and I have learned the trick to getting the charge point to work, we're going to just park on the street once we get out there. Instead of parking in the garage. Although apparently Smart Park is like only $5 for the weekend, which really is not bad at all. I mean, for downtown parking, $5 for the whole day, if I read that right, that's really, really good. That's probably like the cheapest I've ever seen for downtown parking in a garage. I mean, part of that might be because the city owns the garage, but I don't know. Oh well. Off to go see Your Name. I think we're seeing the dub. Yes, we're seeing the dub to start. Which will be different, because usually I will see a anime subbed first. But I always give dubs a chance, especially Funimation dubs, because Funimation knows what they're doing. I'll go watch the movie, come back, plug in, hopefully charge some more. Maybe charge enough that can do a little bit of scenic driving. This is why I hate this corner, because there is no visibility. Boy, Ford, your rear bumper is really banged up there. Somebody's got a 7DD, which has been discontinued now. Or they're getting rid of it. At least I think it's the 70 that Tesla's discontinuing. It's the 60 or the 70. It's whatever the lowest one is getting killed off. Because apparently they found that most people just simply bought the equivalent of the next higher level, and apparently you can do an over-the-air update to like actually get the increased range, which is interesting. Will I beat streetcar and the bikes to calling? Yes. One downside to the charger in the garage still is the charging cable really likes to wipe off on your hands. It's like it's melting or something. So my hands are all black now. on turning left, doing a U-turn. Both of those lights before. That is a scary thought. Incredible. I fart too. Alright, see you after the movie. And we're back. For the record, Your Name is an absolutely brilliant film. Cannot wait to see it again tonight. It was very, very good. Alright. So since there's only 16 miles of charge, I think we'll go back to the apartment, have some lunch, and maybe Washington Park if we get enough of a charge. Let's also open the sunroof. Alrighty. Actually, let's want the windows down too. Why not? It's warmed up quite nicely. Go down NATO this time. Actually, go down the park blocks a little bit. Well, this would be a straight shot to the WTC. Let's go through Pioneer. Scenic route a little bit here. So this is Director Park, and on the right is the movie theater I just came from, Fox Tower. Courthouse Square, which is under construction right now. Apparently the bricks are causing water to leak in, so they're working on fixing that up. On the left and the Apple Store on the right. Doing a U-turn here. The street I turned left off of would have been a straight shot. In fact, we're going to get back up to that street. Oh wow, this building's finally done. Huh. Haven't been down here since they finished the building on the left. And I could take this as a straight shot down, do the usual turn, but not today. wonder what that's all about. Almost looks like a pipe burst with how wet the asphalt is. Well, that's the World Trade Center. Now we got to figure out how to actually get down to NATO. So now we're really going the scenic route. Force me onto the bridge, but I have a feeling it might. Oh, we'll find out. No, it doesn't. Good. That's what I wanted to avoid. Knew there was a way to get down to NATO from here. Eventually. Actually, it might be blocked off. We'll loop around until we can find a left. Yes, here we can turn. That's what I thought. Why does that say detour? Oh, for the sidewalk. Good. Perfect. Now we're back to the NATO Parkway. Actually, can I turn on right here? Doesn't say that I can't. the world's longest left turn up ahead, but we'll go through River Place. Looks like most of the blossoms have died out, though. Guess somebody can't raid. If I get this light without waiting for eternity, I will be impressed. Thank you, streetcar. fucking way, idiot! There you are. It's already buckled. Okay. Park. Alright, I'm gonna have lunch, charge up the car a bit, and then I think we might roll through Washington Park a bit. Yeah, that'll do it for about now. And we're back. We now have 44 miles of electric charge. Got the charger to work after many attempts, so this thing is really spotty. Apparently it runs on cellular, and the cellular down here is pretty bad. So we have 44 miles of battery, 48 of petrol. So let's go for a little loop-de-loo around Washington Park, I think. And perhaps a pit stop at IKEA. As well as the library. And away we go. Guess it's time to take the garbage and recycling out. it's probably better for range. And I have this all day for 50 bucks. So, yep. One thing ReachNow has done since my original video, as they have lowered the daily cap. 50 isn't the normal. I really wish it were, but it's not. The normal all-day cap is now $80 to match Cardigo's. And that's down from 110, so I would consider that an improvement for sure. And streetcar number 25 is the second to last of the United Streetcar fleet. It's one of the ones that was built here in Portland. I do really think it is a shame that the company went out of business, because I think it's a excellent fleet for sure. And honestly, I kind of wish we had all of the United Streetcar vehicles that were ever produced, because they're just really fantastic trains. '15 being the prototype is the exception to that, where when it runs fairly well. It's on the loud end, but it has problems. In fact, 15 will probably be the first of the fleet, if I had to bet, that streetcar would get rid of. Out today. I hope they got the vandalism issue mostly solved, because I think that destroyed about 200 bikes, which is really unfortunate. Train 2 was made in the Czech Republic. Stay green. Probably did because Honda turned. Interestingly enough, the dashboard of this one, the light for Eco Pro Plus, doesn't illuminate for some reason. That might be because I think I actually turned off the heating and cooling when I initially rented it anyway. do love the sound of the propulsion on the United fleet for sure. Although the Czech Republic is kind of interesting. I call it the cicada drive because it kind of sounds like that. Whereas the United's like electric with regenerative braking, and proud of it. That's just me. That's a lot of cars turning left. Cardigo's on the bus now. I don't think ReachNow's on the Max anymore. And the Benz fleet isn't terrible. It's definitely better than the Smart. But you are driving the cheap Mercedes, and you can tell with the comfort. Like, I do not care for the seats at all. Really, really hate the steering wheels on them. Engine-wise, the GLA was quite zippy. The CLA was okay. The other thing I don't like about them is they don't have an SD card or a SIM in them. So the built-in navigation of the car does not work. You have to use your phone for the navigation, which is fine. You know, if you have a cable for your phone, you can plug it in, use CarPlay and Android Auto, but that shouldn't replace built-in navigation by any means. And thank you, Max, for your preempt and getting me all of those green lights. I love it when you can time that right. The preempt is that white light that you see off to the right. sure, Uber? 'Cause I really don't think you are. There he goes. That's a slow signal for streetcar today. You go. Kind of make a bit of a U-turn. And I think we'll go Burnside to Titchener. That'll work. Now we have 52 miles of range on petrol. And 54 electric. With a bit of luck, the chargers at IKEA might not be busy by the time I get there. I'm not holding my breath on that, though. IKEA really could stand to put in some more chargers, because they are constantly busy and constantly in use. bikes at Stark. Now we take Burnside for a while. You'll get to see it, but Stadium District is obviously named because the stadium's off to our left. Off to the right is Stadium Freddy's. And I honestly don't know what the speed limit is on Burnside. I'm going to assume it's 30-something. closed. Oh, I wonder if there's still a landslide. On the landslide. Wow. Okay, well, Tichenor is open. Holy crap, they need to fix this road. It is very bumpy. This is where the fun driving begins. Is Arlington Heights, which is a very expensive area. Some of these are multi-million-dollar homes. Japanese Gardens are up ahead, which have completed their expansion and have reopened. That was very, very nice. So we'll go up to the zoo and kind of loop back around. Depending on what we can do with road work. Part of the Woodland Trail, though, or there. And perhaps the craziest thing about this route is that both TriMet and the park shuttle go along this road. TriMet runs one of the shorter buses for reasons which I think are becoming obvious. That's one of the park shuttles, which is free. They run about every 15 minutes on the weekend right now. Later on in the year, during the summer, they run on weekdays as well. The 63 bus, I believe, finally runs all year. Granted, it only comes about once an hour. I'm sure would be quite fun to cycle down. Less fun to cycle up. Like, I would just take my bike on the max and bring it up here and then maybe coast down. That's probably kind of cheating. Now we're in the park. Go down Kingston, because that goes out to the zoo and the Max station, which is pretty much just a parking lot. That would be the zoo off to the right. There, that's the reservoir, which they're working on rebuilding. Which is why the roads are kind of a bit of a pain right now. There's detours and all that stuff. Japanese garden. Some blossoms still out. If I can remember how to get down to Lewis and Clark, I'll go out that way. And it looks like the welcome center at the Japanese garden still isn't done. Neat. This is where things get kind of hairy because they allow some street side parking, which brings us down really to one lane. how we get to Lewis and Clark. Washington Park. It's a very nice little drive. center. I honestly don't know how to do that. I think I gotta get down to NATO to do that. Looks like the WTC might be open again. There's a pothole. The courthouse on the right and the Standard Insurance Center on the left. And even though I think both lanes actually turn left at that light up ahead, I can't remember. Nope, they don't. That is a forced right. That's what I thought. That's right. World Trade Center is one of the lights where you can't. And it's still all blocked off. Boy, that tape just really blends in. Too bad, because those blue boxes up there, that's Electric Avenue. Clusterfuckery. I don't know how you get to the highway from the bridge. I'm pretty sure I can get the freeway from NATO. Or a water main that blew down at the Trade Center. I-5 north. I do believe that's what I'm going to want. Let's see, I'm going to be making a left already. Oh, Mount Hood's out today. How about that? Well, I guess I actually did want to take the Morrison Bridge. Oh well. Well, let's humor myself. navigate to IKEA.
Processing your input.
That's going to be wrong. Navigate to Portland Airport.
Processing your input.
We got Oregon right this time instead of Maine.
Northeast Portland Highway, Fairview. There are no house numbers available for that street. Please say the command, intersection, start guidance, or add as another destination.
Alright, so it's 10:15. We are obviously back in the parking garage. Because, as expected, oh man, not want to be in reverse right now. Alright. What is stuck under the car? Let's find out. I can not figure out why this thing is screeching so badly. You're gonna let me restart you while you're trying to end the trip? That's just very, very weird. Well, I guess we're gonna make up the neighborhood. I do not know what in the heck is scraping, which is what I don't like. We're gonna see if we can get it to not scrape. That does not sound promising. Yep, that might have gotten it, whatever it was. Which is odd, because I did not see anything under the car. So I don't know what the heck that was all about. Anyway, the camera obviously died on the way to IKEA. So have done IKEA, have come back from IKEA, have seen your name again. It's 10 o'clock, and of course now the stupid clock is in 24-hour time again because I stopped the car. But anyway, we're just gonna basically do a little loop-de-loo. Kind of do what I had wanted to do first time I did this. See if the camera will last long enough to do a full streetcar loop. It is obviously now raining. defroster on, it turned the temperature all the way up to 76. So, anyway, I would say it's been another very nice day with the i3. Charging has been the biggest challenge of the day, but that's kind of what happens with an electric vehicle. Now know what the petrol engine sounds like, and boy does that sound very goofy. But have managed to recharge this now up to 69 miles. Decided to just park in one of the Smart Park garages when I saw your name again, subtitle, which was equally good as the dub, because they had charging stations in the garage, and it ended up only being like $1.68 to park, and then $4 to charge up some more, so that's all good. I think ReachNow said they actually now reimburse for charging, so I might send my receipts their way from Blink, see what happens. I don't really care. It's so cheap to charge this thing up. And it's at a half and then some a battery, so 69 miles of range. We're in regular drive mode now. We're in comfort. I discovered while fixing the clock into 12-hour time that you can turn the traction control off in the settings menu if you're crazy enough to do that. I'm gonna leave it on for more than one reason. One, this is not a car that I would turn the traction control off. Two, being it's rather slick out with the rain, so I would certainly not turn it off in this weather. But it's there, just in case you want to turn it off. I did not put this into Pro Plus when driving to IKEA, but did put it in regular Pro, and it handled on the freeway fine, because in Pro you have the limiter of 75, Pro Plus is 56, which the highway was slow enough with traffic that I could have actually gotten away with. I don't know why 009 is sitting here. Looks like some damage to the bottom there. Oh, don't tell me you lost propulsion again. That would be a problem. Well, I guess we're gonna go around, because I don't know what's happening with 9. As a last service stop, you would want to car in as quickly as possible. Yeah, he's still not moving. Interesting. Oh well. So, yeah. We have managed to put 70 miles of charge into this thing, which has been better than what I found it with. Much nothing. And have learned that this does not take DC fast charging, which does kind of suck. But, I mean, if you have the, you know, time to leave it plugged in with level 2 charging will get you a pretty decent charge still. I can only imagine what's going on down NATO at this hour. Frankly, I don't want to imagine what's going on at NATO at this hour. That's unusual. Don't know why only one direction and a green light there. That's not how that light normally cycles. And they just went on a red light. Okay. Guess I got tired of waiting. Whatever. Oh, fire engine. Interesting. Wonder if something caught fire over by Mercedes. That would not be very good. And I reckon part of the reason why a streetcar is stopped so far back there is stopping on this hill is not easy to begin with, and with the rain, that's definitely going to be track brake. No, that's streetcar 4. Yeah, so, wish the charger in my parking garage worked more reliably so I could have actually charged this overnight. Because I probably would not have had to charge during the day, but oh well. Can't be helped. I mean, charger in the parking garage is free, after all, so when it does work, it is very nice having it free. I mean, granted, that's free. So that's going to be about that. That's it. Wow. Yeah, that's it for me talking. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we'll do another one of these since this goes on all month. But that'll do it. I'm just going to let it run till it dies now.